Yeah, you were saying, Richard, the hold music just cuts you right off.
Yeah, I was just going to make a joke about, oh no, but you beat me again with your amazing roll. Somehow you're 12, beat my 27. So as to not raise your blood pressure.
Yeah.
You're always winning.
Yeah. I told my crew that I was going to preemptively take my medication tonight in case their antics increase my blood pressure to the boiling point. Yeah, I think it's safest to do it that way. All right, we're still down our hacker, but that's okay because he's off learning some new dentistry. Yeah, he's
And
learning to
we're
put teeth
better
back
off
in
on
your
the
mouth now.
Sorry,
We're
nude
better off
or
on-
nude?
Both, I think. It's
Right.
a growing segment of the economy. Nude anything. You know,
Okay,
it's a thing. Yeah.
I mean, that's an integrated cornerstone of cyberpunk society.
Yes.
He'll be just as good a dentist as he is a hacker.
Ooh.
But but we're better off on the hacking front without him.
Maybe. So all this talk should let you know that we're playing Cyberpunk RED tonight. Back to our Choom dramedy campaign. Oh, so comedic.
I'm hilarious.
I'm laughing right.
So last time, many things were found out. You have a new client. Hired you to just find out some information.
Oh yeah.
And you made some strides in that. You got a hold of an old server system that might or may not have some data from back in the era that is pertinent to what your client needs.
Cat picks.
Yeah. You got a place to put it. You have got a line on some power supplies. You just need to get it all up and working. That's going on. Let's see. I believe Laszlo dug up some information as well. That was you at the library, right, Laszlo?
Sorry?
Was it you at the library that dug up the information on the
Yes.
one person that was, the one
Well-
scientist that was the head on the Arasaka base?
No, I went to look up the history of the base itself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you found out.
Oh, and
that
then we
was
corroborated
yeah.
it with somebody else, and we got that one name. Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I nearly shot somebody just for holding a gun in my approximate location.
And that was your solid lead. The server may or may not come up with anything once it's up and running, but you do have a name. You have a solid lead to look up.
Hope you wrote that down.
I did. I didn't give you the name.
No, we never got the name.
Yep. So I'm giving you the name now. His
Roger.
name was Maurice Navarre.
Maurice, sorry?
Maurice Navarre.
Maurice Navarre.
Mm-hmm. Head scientist in charge of the Arasaka section on the military base before everything blew up. So you have a name. I have some general information as well. You've got basically what you would find in like a personnel file. Like you would have, it wouldn't be a social. Well, what do they call it in this? It's not a SIN in this. Your system identification. No. You're basically your
we don't have
security number, whatever you want to call it.
We don't have those.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you do. But they're not as prevalent as they are in Shadowrun. So people have them, especially high-ranking officials. Last known address, he didn't live on the base itself. General information like that. According to the records, also he would be about 56 now. That's the other thing.
If he's alive.
Well, the reports that you're able to pull up say he didn't die on the base when things happened.
But he could have just been, walking down the road.
Could have been. Never know.
Maybe he encountered Venable.
Yeah.
We don't know.
You dare jaywalk in front of me?
I mean, one game I was in, we counted this group of people who were prisoners, and we got the lead woman there, and I said to the healer, "You should cast the heal on her." He said, "No, don't worry about it." Then she gave her spell and died. And cutscene death, but yeah.
He was the one guy in your virtual game Elf Lines that kept headshotting you, so you tracked him down in real life and shot him.
Mm.
All right, so there we go. So we'll pick it up from there. So you have a name. That's your solid lead. You've got some other things.
Tetra found out about someone got university to dive into the history of something or other. Or...
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
you got a student to look up some stuff for you.
Yeah, I pretended to be a teacher's aide. Yeah, a TA.
No, you are a
everybody.
teacher's aide.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the sake of it now.
Yeah, because you're the teacher's getter of stuff. So. Yeah.
Teacher's aid. Yes. You bring all the things that aid the teacher. It goes up his nose mostly. Probably a patch these days. To be
I was going to
honest.
say,
Probably
that
a
sounds
patch.
old school
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Well, it depends where you shove the syringe.
You got a port for that now.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. I don't think you got a report at the end of the last session, just that he was working on it for you.
I think we got a basic report because you didn't roll. I can't remember though. It was I have not taken any notes. It was on Barstool, whatever his name.
But
is.
that might have been the collaboration evidence
Sounds right.
between you and Laszlo. Yeah, it's been a bit. So let's pick it up from there. Your guest Alt is staying here with you. Found no reason to really go find somewhere else to live just yet. She is trying to learn the new systems, how antiquated and poor they are in comparison to what she used to do.
Are they really no better at all?
No, they're not.
I wonder if...
Agents are better.
Oh yeah. Some things are better, but no global network.
Oh, global networks entirely overrated. Kept us more separated than uniting us. Surprisingly, tool of oppression by the corporations.
Can't even imagine what a global network would be like. Because I didn't grow up when there was one.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? Let's say you got all that information. It's the next day. Most of that happened fairly late in the evening. You took all day for her to go to the bank, digging up the information. You slept, so it's the next day.
The buildings on either side of us, what are they? As in, can I turn one of them, the base floor, one of them into a garage/tech lab?
I think the buildings on either side of you actually do have businesses in them.
Oh, well, they did have businesses.
You want to try and buy them out?
Pinball!
Yeah.
Got a contract for you.
There's a bad bakery that's on the left of to the left side of your building. I say bad. You guys never eat there because it's never good. It's just never good. You're pretty sure that it's just a front for something. Never bother to figure it out. To the right of you is like a little grocer's, like a greengrocer's, because
Wow.
again, people are actually growing produce on the roofs and stuff like that because real food is a thing again.
Yeah, I don't think we had anything that close. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so
And that's
if I
not
took
half
the-
bad. You probably do stop
if I-
in there. Well, those of you that cook probably do stop in there every once in a while to get some things.
So if we took out the bad bakery, we'll be doing everyone a favor. Oh, okay, never mind.
Both of those
Just
buildings are relatively small. The baker is 2 stories with the proprietor living in the second story. The greengrocers is basically just 1 story, and a lot of it has, he's got a lot that he grows his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if I could, because I really needed my own garage tech area.
Look, the abandoned one isn't good enough for you.
Not abandoned one.
Well, it's not really abandoned. There is a parking garage that one of you guys set up in the
Oh,
back. Story.
yeah. That was over that
Yeah.
way, a block or two that way, a building or two that way. I just wanted something a bit closer.
Mm-hmm. Going to get into the real estate market. Oh yeah, the other thing that that's coming up is you've got another night market. Whether or not you guys continue that, I mean, no one says you have to, but certainly folks will miss being. Well, somebody will fill the niche if you don't.
Yeah.
But you no
Well, we
longer
have-
have you don't. You need to find a place for it.
I have an idea, but I need to go. Be back in a minute.
Oh no! Just funny we had ideas for us. Well, that's it. We're all out of ideas. Quickly, vamp for the next 45 minutes. Well, does anybody actually have any ideas?
What, you are asking me? What do you want my ideas for? Everybody hates my ideas until it's like, oh, I want to shoot somebody. Then they're like, oh, that is a great idea, Pinball. Please shoot the guy that is trying to kill us.
Well, I mean, I guess the first idea is: are we going to continue looking into the alts thing, or are we going to set up the night market this week? Of those two things that we have, do either of you have opinions? Well,
I suppose I could scout
Alana?
some locations while you continue to look at the things for Alt, who we have dubbed Grandma, remember?
Have we? I didn't remember that. Okay. If that is her code name, I guess.
She,
All right.
she keeps saying how things were better in the old days. Therefore, Grandma.
I see. Okay. And Tetra, do you have any thing to say? Add to this at all?
No, I'm
in
okay.
any way?
I'm okay with the night market. I can probably find a place. Somebody has to know a good location for it that hasn't been shot up or ruined yet.
Oh, we're going up market this time. Okay, sounds good. All right. Well,
Excuse me, I'm just simply cleaning my guns here in the main common room of the building because that is where the table is.
People are used to that by now.
I mean, why are you asking me for ideas while I'm clearly cleaning the guns? Is that when you think, oh, his gun is disassembled, you are safe from being shot? Haha, not so, for I have another gun.
well,
That's the gun for use while cleaning your other gun. It's got a purpose.
That is what my sidearm is for, yes.
Mhm.
So, yes, Tetra, I guess you and I shall, unless you need more researching, yes? No?
maybe I will look over the data again and see if there is anything more that comes to me.
I mean, we can give what you have to Grandma already, yes? Oh,
Yeah.
look!
I think we did.
Elena is back. She had an idea.
Do we care about the night market?
Yes, it is profitable and also a service to the community. And somebody is beefing with us about the night markets, and I wish to murder them. And to do so, I need to lure them out with a night market.
What I was thinking was talking to my nomad clan and working with them, because they are tech nomads, working with them to set up an area with anti-EMP defenses that we can use to test out our own ideas about anti-EMP defenses. So we just find a one-shot area that we use, and we can set up, try out our own systems for having anti-EMP defenses for that large area.
Let me ask you this. Chain link fence. Can you just get lots and lots of rows of chain link fence? They come in rows, you know. If you've ever had to do hard physical labor and construction jobs, you know this. But it just comes in rows. Can we set that up as a Faraday cage or something?
Not a very good one. It has to be a much better mesh than that to be a Faraday cage.
Okay, it was simply an idea I was floating. So
Oh.
need better.
Yeah, you need like mesh to have a proper Faraday cage.
Consternation.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I was sort of thinking there, and that all might also sort of that gets me a bit more in with my family, thus justifying my rank increase.
Let's
But
see.
you know, you got options if you got other ideas, or you just want to skip it. Up to you.
Oh no, I love this idea. It is a very good idea for when we have to counter their trump card with our own trump card. They'd be like, "Aha, we have the thing that knocks out all your power," and we're like, all our power is knocked out, but my bullets still work."
Well, the point is they can fire off the knocking out effect, but we go, "Ha, we don't care. All of our people are fine," and as you say, all their guns still work.
We probably also want something to counter with the helicopters they had last time.
You got a rocket launcher, didn't you?
That is step one, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's. I'll leave that to you to decide how to deal with the helicopter.
Well, I was just thinking maybe when we are choosing our battlefield, because we have to choose a defensible position, we want some place where helicopters cannot go. Did we ever suss out any information about the limitations of the weapon that they used against us?
Nope.
Consternation. Let us try to figure that out this time. Like if it works underwater or something. Their own helicopter is immune to it, so who knows? Maybe we can shield it. I like your idea about your buddies in the roving tech gangs, which go around to scrapyards and fix people's cars and or cannibalize their cars. They will put something up on blocks so fast. But you know, I like this idea of not having my night vision disabled while in the dark.
The problem with this conjecture is you don't have the weapon that did this. So anything you could mock up would only be your approximation as to what they have.
I know.
Another reason for talking with my Technomag guys, that they might have good ideas about what we can do about it.
Oh, they might have know something about what is experimental these days, because you know how they just release classified documents on the net at the drop of a hat just to win local internet arguments.
Yes, we'll check War Thunder forums.
Please, not those old things. You have to go check Battle Lightning 2047 edition.
Yeah, I imagine the way it works now is that since your network is very regional, a lot of that just doesn't happen anymore because you've got basically one provider that can just shut down everything. So what would be going on is everyone is setting up their own network that it gets routed from one person's Wi-Fi to the next, to the next, to the next. So you're making like a mesh network that's the underground one that you can only connect to if you actually, know how to get into it. So that's probably how illicit information gets passed around.
Well, I don't know quite how PIM will do all those online games, given that online consists of our block.
Mm-hmm.
That is why I'm so highly ranked. When someone gets higher ranked than me, I hunt them down and kill them.
Established fact now.
I mean, all our games are about ruthless killers, so it's just this.
Cutscene to Pinball crushing in a doorway with some 10-year-old VR goggles and joystick looking up.
Nothing personal, kid.
The last words he hears is "Get good, kid."
I'll teach you to spawn camp.
So we are doing the splitting up.
Anyway, you can use your contacts to just have people, like, hey, we ran into this thing. Any ideas? But that's gonna take time for them to.
It's the night market. We've got a bit of time till the night market anyway. It's not like it's happening tomorrow.
Right, but you do need to get things in place. Like you need a place, you need
Yeah.
to get word out soon enough for folks to know that one is
That's
happening.
why I was going to get my tech nomad to help set up the place, because then they know they can. It's a place that they know that they could set up the stuff in and that. And it's a once-off thing because it could get burnt. So we're going to organise a place.
Okay. All right. If you're gonna see what they have available, they have a junkyard that's readily available. They could use, and
Yeah.
they won't even charge you, but they would like to have a table at the night market to sell off some of their junk.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, I don't even bother clearing it with the rest of my crew. I just add a note to the thing. Table reserved. Well,
So that would be around the area where the old med center, the old bank block is. That has not been, there's not been any substantial repair done up there.
Okay.
And so people have just been using it to literally all the cars that got wrecked on the road or just destroyed have just been being hauled there, and it's just become one giant dumping area. But you have contacts there that you know, they could set something out and they could provide you know, protection from gangs if need
Yeah,
be.
the main thing one is protection from EMP blasts.
Yeah, well, you know, no one really deals with that.
This will be a chance for them to try out various things, because hey, there's one thing a tech likes to do. It's
Yeah,
play out.
I mean, sure, they'll get on it, and what we'll do is we'll just give them a roll before the night market starts to see if they come up with anything.
See
But,
if they
you
can
know,
come up with a helicopter harpoon gun. That is a harpoon gun for harpooning helicopters and pulling them down.
I think the term you're looking for is siege weapon.
However you would like to characterize it in your mind, it is fine. So long as we need anti-helicopter and or maybe AV, because you know this is a setting where AV vehicles would be used as well. But maybe they are using helicopters.
Oh, if you want, I'll rope you in to help with setting up all the guard sort of side of and that sort of stuff, because I know nothing about that.
well, there is a gang that basically works in that neighborhood, and they're going to contract with that gang to provide security.
Cool.
It's like, hey, it's your
Excellent.
turf. We're going to pay you to keep your turf safe.
Your turf also includes your airspace, so get some nice sniper rifles, your best shooters, and
Yeah, I
lots
was
of
completely
bullets.
frank with them with the fact that we were raided last time by those high-tech people who had the EMP stuff. So I'm not high. I'm, in fact, selling that to my tech friend family as this is something that is probably going to happen that we want to be ready for.
Okay, yeah, I mean, they'll keep that on the download. For one, it's going to
Yeah.
drive up the prices of any one they're going to have to provide protection if
Yeah.
they know in
But I
advance
don't
that
want my
likely to be a
family
raid.
to be. I don't want my family to be surprised by this. I want them to go in with eyes open.
Sure.
Yeah, because they're my family. Unlike the rest of these tunes, chummers.
Okay. So that'll be going on in the background. So if you want to accept that as the location of the night market, you have a location.
Done.
Do you want to start getting word out to let people know? Because you haven't really sent out any word since you got raided the last time. So your
Interesting.
clientele don't actually know if it's going to happen or not.
Well, they never do until the day of.
No, they do beforehand because we got to know who to have discs for and stuff. So there is.
Yeah,
At
I'm
least
talking about
at least
the people that sell there. No,
Yeah.
they know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tetra's job. She's one that that's why we have a fixer to deal with all that.
Uh-huh.
So how much warning do you want to get your booth people to where the location is?
Well, are they from like maybe 5 days?
Okay, 5 days out. All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The folks that do the shopping, you know, they're alerted like hours before it happens. That's how that goes. But yeah, the people actually selling there need to know ahead of time.
Yeah, that way they can get themselves all together.
Yeah. And possibly snitch on you. You know how it is.
Well, then they have more time to lure whoever's going to be shooting at us so they can get murdered, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so night market set up. You've got you're going to use the junkyard for this. Okay.
I'm sure you've got a map ready to go.
I've got a junkyard map. Yeah. So what else? If anything
What we
else.
have to do other things.
For the night market, you mean?
For anything.
For anything. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Well-
sorting out my data node at some point.
And I was going to be looking more into the name of the person that we have, Maurice
Yeah.
Niva.
Okay. You want to start with just the public databases?
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know where else I would be looking. I suppose if he worked at the fort, he might be in military data, but can't get access to those. So yeah, public stuff first of all. Just general news articles, I guess. Man retires, looking at the obituaries as well, just in case,
Okay, fair.
died somewhere or anything like that.
So let's have a roll to see how well you do this with this. This isn't like any hacking or anything. This is just gathering information.
So looks for some sort of research skill that was there.
Mhm.
Sure, I did one before, right?
Let's see. It's an
That's gonna be
education
an
skill.
education.
It's going to be. Actually, you know what? A few things would come to mind. If you have bureaucracy, accounting, or business, actually, any of those would help. So would just library search. So you're going about it different ways by the skill that you're choosing to roll here.
Well, I have 0 in all of those skills, so yes,
Okay.
that is great.
So
I've
just
got
a
this.
library search then, and maybe from there you can narrow it down depending on how well you roll.
Sure, and I will.
Spin those improvement.
I was going to say
points.
let's put 4 luck points into this as
4
well.
luck points. Okay.
So here we go. So whatever this is, plus 4. Did it come through? Yeah, it did. Yay! I rolled a
Oof.
-1. Woo!
Nothing comes up for Maurice Navarre. The information that you found prior doesn't even come up.
Oh no, they're onto us and have wiped the web. No, I will tell everyone. Something is wrong.
You mistyped his name, you fool!
What? What are you talking about? I spelled it exactly correctly. There is a Z in there, yes? Never
You
mind.
missed the umlaut character.
No. Well, I won't know that until much later. I will spend my day furiously.
So
researching
public
all
databases, no person by that name in the public databases, which include like news articles, scream sheets, none of that. Name doesn't come up anywhere.
All right. Well, there we go. Well, I mean, I'll go back and tell everybody that they're scrubbing the net of all the information. I can't even find what we found before, so, it's all going wrong. They are onto us. We need to be more careful, everybody.
Little cartoon character, Clippy pops up and gives you the shifty dog eyes saying, there is no person by this name.
Oh, I've even got Clippy. This is horrible. No. If only I had a hacker here to help me.
So again, just to kind of phrase it, what you did with the skill, I mean, you basically public net, all the stuff that's just public information, and it doesn't go back that many years either. And just simple search term, nothing comes up with that name. There's some close hits. People obviously not the person you're looking for. They're either too young, too old, deceased. Well, I mean, yours could be deceased, but still, too young, too old, doesn't fit the other information you have.
Okay, well, I mean, we'll have to look on private net somewhere else. That'll have more research then, I guess.
So again, the other things you could do is go to specialized data warehouses, which like, going to a library, looking up a special collection of things. You can go to what passes for the city hall to look up building records. Maybe he owns property. But just the public net, nothing.
With that roll, he owns our building.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'll go back and confront everyone and see which one of them is really this person operating under a different name. well, it was Arasaka, right? That was the who owned this place. Is there like an Arasaka net where they put out public, like PR stuff and things like that?
Actually, Arasaka doesn't have anything other than a very minor presence in this community, and that's just on the college campus for where they recruit up and coming college graduates for Arasaka. They don't really have a presence here anymore since the military base went up.
Well, I guess we'll have to. I was going to say, is there a tax database? But that's not going to work because that's not public information.
Well, I mean, again, it is public information if you actually go to the office of and look through their database. They just don't have it accessible from the public net.
No, right.
Mhm.
Well, I'm just trying to think. But I mean, having taxes online to look at and see who has paid, etc., does not seem like a thing that would be happening.
Oh, I mean, it probably would, because in America it absolutely is. You can
Is
take a GIS map, a GIS map, look at a particular parcel of property. It'll tell you who owned it, what the last tax assessment on it was, how many square, everything. It's all there public.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably. Okay. Well, all right.
It's why there's a scam going on now where people can just take over your home by pretending to be you and selling it to someone else.
All right. Well, I will go there pretending to be me and look up somebody else, I guess. And I go to taxes, so I can find out. If he is
Perfectly
alive and paying
legitimate business.
taxes.
Yeah, for
right
people
now,
that are
so,
going and trying to acquire property, you need to know who owns it, what you figure the fair market price is. So, this is the thing. So you go in, you rent some time on their terminal. It's just a few credits. They do charge for the service, but you go in and you run your search again. So in this case, instead of it just being a library role, it's going to be one of the other ones, either business. Let's see what else was there. Bureaucracy, business, accounting.
I mean, I'm in the tax office. I've got to use accounting, right?
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
You could also pay someone to do it for you.
Yeah, but I would have failed miserably again.
Okay.
I'm not going to spend any points this time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just see what happens.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so some interesting bits. He has there is no record of any current activity on that name. The name is there, and there are 3 properties in Night Cities that's still showing that taxes are being paid on, linked to that name, but there hasn't been any new activity, like no new parcels being purchased. He hasn't set up a business anywhere. Going through it, you're actually able to bring up his record as well. There's been no motion on his since the Arasaka section of that base got removed. But you do find 3 parcels that he owns in Night City. Do you have Night City lore at all? Like, do you have any points in it?
I
Night
think
City,
it was
yeah,
a required skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a couple of points in it. I will.
You have a
press the
couple of
button and
points
see
in
what
it?
happens.
Well, go ahead and make that roll for me then.
Mhm.
If you've just got a few points in it. Okay, that'll work. You rule out 2 of the properties right away because they're still in the reconstruction zones. If he owned property there, it's been leveled. But the one piece of property is still, it's in Old Japantown, right on Route 16. You get an address for that as well. Its taxes are paid up on it, and it's the only property that may still be intact.
Does it say what kind of property it is? Is it business or residential? Or
It is
anything?
residential.
It's
Yeah.
residential. Okay. Oh well, possible location. Not a waste of time and money and luck points. Excellent. Well,
Yep.
I will return to everybody else and see how they're doing. I'm not going to go out there all on my own.
Takes a few hours for you to get to town, get to the building, do all that, come back. So during that time, what the rest of you guys doing?
I finished cleaning my vast arsenal of guns.
You spend a lot of time doing that, Pinball.
I have so many. It takes a while.
You should invest in an automatic gun washing machine.
What? If you do that, that shows your lack of dedication to the art of cleaning guns.
No. You got to put your time into programming it just so that it cleans it the way you like it to be cleaned.
I have to. This isn't just simple field stripping. I am taking it completely apart to get all the little itty bits that people are always overlooking.
Yeah, like all the trackers that people keep shoving into your weapons all the time when you're not looking. Get a box.
They think I do not know, but even if it is only half an ounce, I had noticed when a half an ounce is added to my guns.
So you're doing nothing. What's Tetra been up to?
Well, do we need more weapons?
Well, don't ask Pinball that because we know the answer.
I mean, why would you even ask?
I was gonna say we can get some more if he really wants to find those people who ruined the last one and murder them.
You know what? Actually, your character would be getting in touch with the stall vendors to make sure they know that the market's happening, where the location's going to be.
Yeah.
Probably taking up some of your time.
Oh yeah, probably a lot, depending on how big it is.
Elena, unless you have something else that your character is doing, probably fixing up that power supply to get that old server back online. Still working on that.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Okay, then everyone's busy. Laszlo comes back with some information. Got an address.
Also, they scrubbed all his information from the public net. Be warned, they might be onto us.
What? Oh no,
Yeah.
again?
That's horrible.
I have to find a new place to put the bodies. Is your work still accepting new entries?
I mean, if you leave them out in public, we will come. Somebody calls us, we will come and collect them. Yes.
Oh, that is amazing! Oh, that is amazing! I just kill a man and they take care of it for me. It's not like the police investigate at all.
I'm just getting this image now of like how people take like kittens that they can't take care of and leaving them at the doors of the churches. So instead, you just have people leaving bodies at the doors of the the coroner's office.
Oh, no.
And you say that like they're not doing that already, Bert.
Well, they only do that after they strip the useful organs out.
Less for us, the autopsy. So less paperwork for us.
That's true.
Ah.
Okay. So there we go. You have an address. Now what?
What is that with the address you have there? Why do you have an address, Laszlo? Are you looking at property? I mean, you can probably afford it.
No, did I not tell you it was the person's property?
Oh, in old Japan. Should we
Yes.
kick down his door?
I do not know that he is there, but I assume he is. But that is the address I have for them. We can. I don't know. Do we have a burglar? Can we contract a burglar?
Do we want to send him a pizza?
Do you actually mean pizza, or are you talking about an explosive?
Well, I was meaning pizza, but now that you bring
Okay.
up explosives,
Yeah, I should. When will
That's
I
only
learn?
when you order the
Dang it.
pizza with pineapple.
pineapple grenade.
Okay. Well, I mean, there is his place. We can go there and, I don't know, scope it out, or...
What do we want to do with him? Ask him for answers? It's like, what have you done with Grandma?
I mean, I do not know if he will be keeping information on things work that he did there for an age.
Well,
He's our only link at the moment to what is going on there.
Actually, the three of you, if you would make me a streetwise roll, just to see what you know about that area of.
No, I just tell you right now, it is full of yakuza.
I mean, everywhere is, according to you.
Streetwise, specifically streetwise, or
Specifically, yeah.
it is full of the Yakuza. I got a 17. What more do you want from me?
Not actually so much Yakuza, actually. So we're going at this from the perspective of since pinball kind of works some jobs that are not completely legal, you've got a little idea of which gangs operate in which territories. So
Surprisingly, it is the Triads.
well, it's the Tiger Claw specifically is the gang that claims that territory. They're easy to deal with because they keep their word, and they're also very well. How to put it? Unlike mini gangs in Night City, they have a code of conduct, and they are more than happy to do business.
As I said, Yakuza. The inheritors of the name that dishonor it horribly, and they should all kill themselves for the dishonor that they brought upon. But they're terrible at karate, so it's fine. Well, let me rectify that. They are actually pretty good at karate. They're terrible at teaching it.
Yep. And what was your roll on that? A 17?
Yes.
Okay. So they do perform the role of neighborhood protectors. I mean, people do pay protection money, but they actually do keep other undesirable elements out of the area. Did anyone else roll, by the way?
No, you asked for 3 people to roll, and only I did.
I assumed it was the 3 people who weren't me.
Who weren't you? Yes.
Yeah.
So Jameis and Kim,
roll.
if you guys want to give me streetwise rolls.
I think is Jameis back? He said his computer was acting up.
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
it's got problems.
17. So that's the same. Yeah.
Same, yeah.
Night City or Streetwise,
Streetwise.
which is under.
Social.
Cool. Man.
Okay, yeah, that's the extent of your knowledge. You know the name of the gang, and you know that they are approachable. They're just not going to shoot you on sight. But if you start trouble in their neighborhood, they will come down on you.
Like Ghostbusters.
Sure.
I'm just quoting the song. There's trouble in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Tiger Claw.
Less proton pack, more lead bullets.
Well, busting makes you feel good.
Busting caps do make me feel good. So we're going to roll up on this guy. Again, what is our objective? Should I bag and tag him? Are we bringing him to the dentist chair for Marius to operate? I mean, you got to define these things. Are we just going to ask, hey, do you remember this old lady whose name she did not actually give us because it has bad connotations that might bring heat down on us?
No, she gave you her name after she found out that she could pay you, and you guys accepted the idea that that name could come with some baggage.
Okay. Miss Cunningham, should we just hey, do you remember Cunningham? Oh, no, you're trying to run, and then I shoot him in the kneecap?
I mean, he was linked to Arasaka, and was it the military as well that he was in?
The Arasaka base was on the military base.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we got it. We linked him to. His name came up in 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
One was the Arasaka stuff. Was the other thing the military thing?
Yeah.
So he could be, he could be military, and thus, would not run and would instead shoot you. I'm just bringing that up. And we don't even know that he's there. We don't know what he looks like. We do not know who we will be talking to when we turn up and ask. They could just say, yeah, that's me. And it could be a trap. Or
Well, you
has
have an old picture of him. You do actually know what he
Julie?
looks
Oh,
like. But
okay. Well,
no, it's years
I
old.
suggest we just scope out the place, just first of all, just to see if it is who is there. I mean, for all we know, it could be an AI-generated picture of somebody who did not exist to find people who were trying to track down stuff that used to happen there. So I say we look. I say we scope the place out, and then go from there. If he's an old man, then kidnap and beat him. I mean, that doesn't sound quite like I wanted to say, but
Well, Google Street View, that's fine.
yeah.
We could approach the Tiger Claws and say we have interest in this man. Could you please bring him to us?
No, that would work as well. You have many options for beating this old man.
I hear no. I'm still okay with the pineapple pizza plan. Or
You
just
know,
pizza.
Here or not.
So, we need to get some pizza and say, hey, you'll have a delivery. Just knock on his door. It'll be fine. People are forgetting this is a hijinks podcast.
Yeah, I mean, that would work. Just don't put pineapple on it. That's just too controversial lately.
All right, let's do this. Enact pizza power.
Sounds good.
Who's driving?
The only person with a vehicle?
Well, Laszlo has access to vehicles. I mean,
So do I. I just
stiff
stop
wagon around.
somebody on the street, pull out my gun, and haul them out of the driver's seat. Instant vehicle access.
I have legal access to.
Oh, whoa! Who said anything about bringing legality into this? You're probably going to tell me Elena actually has a license to drive too.
Yeah.
What's your license?
See? Ugh. I swear sometimes. What did they teach you in medical school?
I guess I'm more asking, what does the vehicle that you're taking into the territory look like?
That's a question for Elena.
I'm here working on this power module for the data core. I don't know what you're talking about.
Elena, do you want to go out and do driveys? Driveys, Elena?
Even Sebastian looks insulted at that.
Everybody knows you need to take Elena out every now and then and allow her to drive around. It is for her good health. Otherwise, she will just sit here working on power modules, not bathing, and forget to eat. I see nobody is disagreeing with me about this assessment on Elena's behavior.
No.
Least of all, Elena. So, Elena, we found a guy, a lead about a guy who may know something about the thing that we have been paid to do.
That really is that level of specificity. Top notch.
You're welcome. I love the communication that I do clearly.
Well, if there's a group of us going, I've only got the one car.
I mean, I can drive if you want me to.
Not my car, you're not.
Well, apparently you do not want me to. So, there's that.
Well, there's a question we don't want to go in my car. When I talk about my car, I'm referring to basically the military truck that doesn't look like a military truck.
Yes, I do love that about your truck. How it has bullet-resistant tires and bullet-resistant panels and bullet-resistant glass. It has all those things, yes?
It was just a small upgrade from the dealer.
So as long as you're able to drive that into old Japantown, I think you said. which is in the red zone, which is always a fun time.
Well, I mean, it even has a bullet-resistant engine. I mean, that's what we want.
Yeah. That red area, that's the combat zone stuff.
That's the stuff that you don't get police services or most services officially. This is also why gangs have territories in there, because the gangs are providing a necessary accommodations for the merchants and other people that live there. We will keep the other gangs off you if you pay us.
I grew up in the combat zone.
Mhm.
Because of my background.
Yes, which is, the driveys. Are you not wanting to do the driveys? Are you wanting to stay here while I go do the shooties?
I'm pretty sure Sebastian is about to bite you.
What?
Ah, that's how he shows affection. Ah, stop being so affectionate, Sebastian. Down, down. Cut them off, Elena.
Fine. I'll take a lot of cycle with powers anyway. And how's the cube coming along with hacking the postal code stuff?
You're down to hours.
Cool. All right. Let's get this fast on the road.
Okay. Well, yeah, as you point out, you're heading into the red zone.
Shotgun, I say as I pull out a shotgun.
Everyone's going, I take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before us? Yeah.
Okay.
Grandma, are you wanting to come?
Oh, she's gone out. She needs
still-
more parts.
More parts again.
Mhm.
Damnation. All right.
This is a decent deck to actually do stuff on whatever it is Marius has.
Mhm.
Well, it doesn't work for Marius, so she must be doing something right. She's doing the opposite of him. By building her deck.
Right.
Assume you said Route 16, so I assume we're probably coming in via the Glen because that's the quickest one to Route 16 in Old Japan.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you're heading into the red zone. This is daytime. I mean, it's not meaning that. Well, yeah, it does kind of mean that there's less trouble usually in the daytime. Not that there is no trouble in the daytime. Who is driving? Let's go ahead and get that out of the way first. Is that you,
Who do you
Jameis?
think?
All right. So, Jameis, why don't you roll me a D100 and just say high or low?
Hi. Where's hi, baby? No, we
Hi.
get hit.
Okay, so as you are coming into the red zone, you're just getting right off 16, coming in, and just right away, you enter lanes of traffic where there is just an open gunfight going on between three cars. And you've kind of gotten in between them. You didn't know it at first, but then, the cars are kind of speeding up, slowing down, and as there's a break in traffic, people are leaning out and shooting at one another, and you just kind of drive into this without intending to. But anyway, there you are. So first of all, why don't you go ahead and give me a driving check.
It's under
Control.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm dreading by this luck. 7. That's not
7.
good.
Okay, it's enough that you don't automatically lose control of anything, but you do kind of swerve left and right. You bump a few cars, just as it's just very quick. It unnerves you just a little bit, but you don't lose control of the car. No problem. But now that you've entered the fray, it seems like they are oddly good-naturedly shooting at each other. They have smiles on their faces, and they're thumping on the car to make the car they're in go faster as they're leaning out, taking shots. It looks like it's a race of some sort. Perhaps there is a wager going on. Anyway, you're caught in the middle of this. So, I mean, you could slow down or stop and let them pass. What do you want to do?
Elena, what are you doing? Am I supposed to be shooting at these people?
Not seriously, but yeah, sort of. I can't.
How do you not seriously shoot at someone?
Where's the end point? I shout out to one of them.
I don't have rubber bullets.
Basically, I'll make motions that want to get in the race. Just why not? I'm here. That's it. I'm part of it already.
Well, I said I would take her out for drivies, so do your thing.
All right, Elena. So you're joining the race.
Yeah,
Okay. You're joining the race. Did you ever stat out your vehicle?
not fully because we never fully discussed.
But you have what it's based on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's you start with a military combi and go from there.
Okay. Yeah, that works. All right. Well, I tell you what. Go ahead. Make me that drive roll again as you hit the accelerator and kind of join in.
18. That's better.
Okay. You pull ahead of two of the cars. One of the cars is a bit faster. So as you pull ahead of those two cars, they start taking pot shots at your vehicle. Did you plate the vehicle?
Yes.
You did. Okay. Well, give me a second.
I've got a note somewhere where the hell the description is. Here we go. I will just cut and paste this into there and have a read of that. That got the basics.
Oh, it's hard to get DMP. Good to know.
Oh, hell yeah. No, that's come up more than once already.
Okay. Yeah. You pull ahead of the first two. Now, is your idea that you want to try and outrun them, or do you want to slam into them and cause them trouble as well, or do you just want to try and outrace them?
I want to try and outrace them, but if I can, hey, Pinball, throw a couple of friendly fire that way. To, we're part of this now. That's obviously part of how we're doing. So, throw some shots. Ain't more for the car than the people, but yeah. Not want to kill anyone, but if you do, oops.
Is there a turret or roof access or anything of that?
Yeah, we've established that there's some kind of roof access before as well. So yeah.
So I will, open up the sunroof, go through the, put my torso out, pull out my big gun, which is honestly not that big. It's just an assault rifle. Just.
Okay.
And what's the range you say?
The range is going to be
bumping cars.
Yeah, I mean it's very close range. You are in a moving vehicle, however, so it's going to make the difficulty just a little bit worse.
So let's see. Do I have my combat set properly? Yep. So I will just auto fire on them.
Oof. Okay.
Fantastic. So I will roll 19 to hit.
19. Okay. Are you shooting at the people that are leaning out and shooting, or are you shooting at their vehicles?
The vehicles.
At the vehicles. Okay. How much damage?
Actually, I think I kind of miss. Unless they're 13 yards away.
Yeah, it's bumper to bumper. It's very close.
Yeah, our cars are basically right up against each other.
Right, but if they're 0 to 6, he needs a 22.
But yeah, if it's 0, I need a 22 to hit. I just don't have a good angle, so I spray a whole fire of bullets cascading at them.
See what you mean, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I see what you mean. Sorry, I was just looking at this assault rifle chart. It gets worse the closer you are. I forgot.
There's a sweet spot at 13 to 25 yards, but
I can't get the angle down over the edge of the car because it's in the way.
Why is your car bigger than theirs?
Okay, it does make them swerve though, so you do take the lead.
Ooh, I don't know where I'm going to, but I'm in the lead.
I think you probably do because Laszlo probably gave you the address before you took off.
Yeah, so. I know where we're going to in terms of where we're going to. I don't know where we're going to in terms of where this race is going to.
Okay. Well, you speed up, and the fire, though you didn't really do much damage to the other vehicle, does make the vehicle peel off. And as that vehicle peels off, you see that there are some sporty-looking motorcycles that are coming up very close from behind. Helmeted figures, they're wearing body armor, coming up fast on the racers. And you watch as the last car in line, several of the bikers just do a drive-by and just with very, very good aim just take out the drivers, just shooting through the car.
Well,
So am
Alright.
I doing the shooties on these guys? I can do the shooties on these guys.
My God.
I don't want to get shot. Priority 1 is I don't get shot.
Don't get shot. Excellent. Excellent.
Mhm. Okay, so go ahead and give me your control vehicle again, Jameis.
Cool. Woo! You're 1 point off the maximum I can do with that.
Yeah, you're doing really well. I mean, you're hitting the maximum speed that your car can move at, but you're doing very well as far as weaving in and out of what little traffic there is. Pinball, looking out, you see there's 5 of these motorcycles. They come to the second of the 3 cars, and it's the same thing. They run up both sides of the cars, and they just execute everyone in the car.
Well, now that they're all spread out, they're way spread out. They're
Yeah.
surrounding and dogpacking. I switched to single shot mode, and I'm going to take the guy out closest to us, or try to.
Okay. So the last car in the race is actually still the closest behind you. The motorcycles are a bit further away than that. So are you taking out the car, or do you want to take out longer range one of these motorcycle riders?
One of the motorcycle riders.
Well, can you take out the car explosively?
I mean, I have a grenade.
I'm just saying that's more an area of effect that takes motorcycles as well.
But
We're so occasional and funny about random death.
but I mean, we're in the lead, aren't we?
You are. Yeah.
So I don't need to worry about the scrubs. I need to worry about the motorcycles.
Okay. If you're going to take a shot at one of the motorcycles, go ahead, and we'll say that this is like 51 to 100 range.
Okay. 51 to 100. Yeah, I hit him easily.
Okay. What was your damage?
Ooh, it is.
Oh,
19.
you rolled 2 6. You rolled 2 6s in there
I
too.
know. This is the
Okay.
first
That's
critical of the game.
Yeah, that is a crit. Oh, it didn't
Oh.
roll the crit for you though, did it?
I mean, it's supposed to, but I wrote a 1 in there, so it might have canceled it out in the programming, but it's still a critical hit.
Here we go. Critical injury. Let's put it in the bar.
Nice. Well, since we're going to Lancelot's place, yes, the one has to pay for any recovery of bullets or anything.
Okay. Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm back in that car.
Yeah, it's a good shot. The person goes launching from his bike, skids across the ground, isn't really moving after that as well. There's still 4 more bikes. They pull up side of the car that was racing, the last racer other than you. And they start opening fire on the bikers as well as the bikers are coming up, trying to get on either side of the windows so that they can shoot into them. 2 of the bikes are doing that, as the rest of them are racing faster towards you.
Racing faster towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
So, Elena, you're on a fair straightaway here. The bikes are definitely faster than your vehicle. You can take a side street to try and shake them off, or you can just let Pinball do his thing. What's your idea here?
I'll give Pinball a chance. He likes the streeties. We let him do the streeties every now and then.
Okay.
Next turn, I might do something else. Depending on how well this one goes.
Okay. Well, Pinball, they're taking their actions just trying to get closer to you. They've got just small pistols. They don't have great range, so they're just trying to. That's why they're just riding upside next to the cars before they open fire. They're trying to do the same to you.
I'm hoping they are at the best range for this.
Yeah, they're to the 26 to 50 range now.
It's not an impossible shot, but I'm going to throw in 4 points of luck. Make sure I have the luck.
And you're still in single shot mode?
Nope, I'm switching to auto fire to try to hose them all down.
Okay.
because they have to group up to try to come up on us.
Okay.
All right. Scroll back down to this. Auto fire. +4. I have got them really good. I should have saved it. Oh well, that's a 28 to hit. That will hit them at any range. And that is... so basically I hit them 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess maybe 1 for each. I forget the exact rules for strafing a target. But 10 damage each.
Right. So this is enough to make their bikes go scattering. You think you've got some body shots on them as well. They are wearing armor, but more importantly, it causes them to flip off the bikes, and the bikes go skidding in one direction, they go in the other. The other speeding car in the race is still giving fire to the remaining bikers, and that seems to be keeping them in place. So you're able to continue on. There's no one directly following you now. What do you do?
I do some, victory pops into the air. Yeah! Finish out that clip as I replace it.
I think we're pretty much won, so now I want to go into the side street to try and lose them and get to where it is we're going. Now that we've pretty much won the race and shown established dominance.
It is you're rolling into a neighborhood that has been repaired. The houses look like they have all they're not dilapidated. They've have some serious care taken to them. You do notice that there are cars on the streets that have been set up as
barricades.
Yes, kind of narrowing your opportunities of how you have to come into and have to leave the neighborhoods. And there are some folks out just walking the grounds that have like assault weapons out.
It's a nice day.
Okay, so your target is a 2-story on the end of this block, and you've got to go through this like little maze of cars that they've set up so that you have to slow down, that you can't really blow through them. And as you're doing that, as you're winding your way through, a couple of these young men, they're wearing vests and they've got automatic rifles out. They start looking over at you. One of them is waving you over.
Leslo, Tetra, this is on you. I don't do the talking.
She does the driving.
She
does the driving.
But you are being waved over. So the question is, do you slow down, pull over, or do you just...
Do they look like they're part of like the standard people who have guns in this territory? As far as we see other people that look like them around, or they're like...
Well, they are wearing gang colors. I don't think you passed your streetwise, so you don't know the gang. But
I got a 13, I think.
Yeah, but I think you were probably clued in as to the fact that there is a gang that controls the territory.
So Tetra, Laszlo, over to you to do talking. I'll pull over if you want. We can have a chat with them. Just let me know if I need to come.
Yeah, sure. I can.
So, I'll pull over.
Not me.
Okay.
I can chat with
one of them comes over to the driver's side. The rifle's in the air. He does have a smile on his face as he walks over, and he makes a sign for you to roll down your window. We got somebody playing something in the background.
What in the world?
Yeah,
That is you, Steven.
That is
Picking up
me, but I
somebody.
should be mute.
Steven. No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
We
No,
still
you're making
hear
a
it.
decision.
Tetra, just pop up the patch there and have a chat. I'm not actually sure that the window does roll down. I may have secured it in place at such point that you can't, because of the plating and that upon it. I don't think you can roll the window down.
Okay, so what do you do?
Yeah, Tetra, I'll motion you to the side door or go up the top to say hello.
Yeah,
Side door or out the top?
out the top.
Okay. Kind of looks up to you. He says, "Oh, hello there.
Hello.
So what biz you got in the neighborhood?"
Oh, was this for the night market?
There's no night market here.
What were we doing? doing? I'm sorry. I was
Yeah, it's like what,
Do you know
you're
what-
talking to people down inside the hey, what were we doing here?
I mean, we were shooting, yeah. And then,
No, we're here to see. I don't know. Leslie, why are we here?
This is the place of Maurice Navarre.
that's right, yes.
Yes, I don't know if you want to tell them that or not.
We were just making a social call
Yeah,
Oh.
sounds good. Well,
Well, I mean,
related
the
to our
neighborhood's
night market.
always the neighborhood's always open to social calls. Who are you trying to see? He stresses the trying to see.
Well, trying being the operative word.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we are putting together a night market,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and we were trying to get more vendors.
Okay. So I get that. Who?
Oh, just anybody?
It's kind of a specific street.
Well, we were being shot at, so we probably went the wrong way.
Okay. Well, you can turn around right there in that driveway.
Yes, we probably should. Thank you very much.
Okay. This time they do kind of drop their rifles into low ready.
So what do we do?
Like, should we get out of there?
I mean, why did you not just say who we were there to see?
I thought we were not supposed to tell them.
Why not? One of the options discussed was saying, "Hey, would like to see this man."
Yeah, I suppose I could just come clean with them then. I thought we weren't supposed to tell them.
I mean,
it is your choice because you are the one doing the talking.
Yeah, I didn't want us to get into any more trouble, so.
Well,
what
it
is
is
trouble?
us, but
There is no trouble when you can just shoot people.
And they
yeah,
can
you're
just
right.
shoot us, yes.
but we are inside.
Yeah, and I was on the outside. So anyway,
Oh yeah.
and I'll just go back
Sorry.
and I'll tell them. Okay, we were just here to speak with Mr. Navarre.
Oh yeah, Mr. Navarre's one of our clients.
Okay,
and this is
fine.
regarding a night market.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay. Who's calling? Who are you?
Well,
Who
I'm
is
Tetra, and these are
anybody,
just-
really?
Yeah, really. Oh, I'm Tetra, and these are just some of my associates. But I'm the person putting together the night market.
Okay. Yeah, hold on a second. Pulls out his agent. Starts talking to it. It's like, uh-huh. Yeah, all right.
If we
Oh,
had a
yeah.
network, he could hit the network here.
Maurice says you can go on up. He wasn't expecting you, but he's interested in what you have to say about a night market.
Hmm.
He's
Okay,
the
thank you.
last house on the block.
Does the last house on the block correspond to the address we have?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
He waves you through. So
Okay.
come on.
See, easy. You just tell people what you want, and they get it.
I pull up. I'm going to park so that I'm facing out. So if I need to make a getaway, I'm facing the right way.
Again, if you're going to try to get away at speed, you're going to have to slow down to go through that barrier or risk ramming the cars that are kind of stacked up.
Yeah, I still want to be facing the right direction at the very least.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So a well-built but older man kind of comes out of the front door. He's kind of peering around. He's got glasses on, which is kind of an oddity. Most people have surgery done or just replacement eyes, but he's kind of wearing glasses, kind of looking out. He's wearing a very smart, it's comfortable attire, but it's like highly starched and very well pressed.
So, I'm
Fits the picture,
clearly,
Laszlo. Older, but fits the picture pretty closely.
Good to
clearly
know.
you all did not expect to get this far.
No.
You better start talking because nobody likes it when I talk to the people.
Yeah, it's funnier when you do, though.
Okay, fine. Hey, you guy, you wanted a pizza? We have pizza.
Oh, I'm a little confused. I thought this was about a night market.
See, he
I'm
thinks
very
it's about a night market. We forgot
interested
to,
in acquiring some technology. I thought this was what this was about.
and
It
we
was.
forgot to bring the pizza.
How
You
was
didn't
about
even stop for
acquiring
the people.
technology.
guys?
What kind of mom and pop shop are we running here? Okay,
Yeah,
we-
weird, even did he
we
think?
do run a night market. We run the night market. What kind of technology are you looking for? Because usually we are trying to get vendors.
Oh, I've got some very specific pieces. Are you? I sent out I answered a message to. Are you my contacts?
Unfortunately,
do-
yes.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Does our night market have like business cards that we have? So
You have a clientele list that you send out, your
Yeah.
mass mailings to when you're ready and
Like,
such.
no, is there a thing like we're the St. James night market or something? Is
Yeah.
there some brand that we have that we can say, oh yeah, we're so and so night market?
Oh yeah, Ollivanders. That's what everyone knows it as. Yeah.
Yeah, we're part of Ollivander's night market.
No. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I heard there was a dust up at the last market. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to acquire what I need. I still have a list.
Oh, give us this list,
it was-
and we have other things we wanted to talk to you about.
Oh well.
We're trying
How
to.
many of you are you? I can't see through your tenting in there.
Oh, I thought we got out. Okay.
Did you all get out?
Oh,
I thought we
I'm totally standing up through the sunroof.
Okay. Well, he brings out a number of chairs, and there's already kind of like a table on his deck there. And he goes in and he brings out like a tea service, old style tea service. Goes, well, come over, sit
They're
down.
very nice.
So, could
Yeah,
you,
probably.
before we go any further, please confirm your identity for us? You're not like some clone or anything, right?
Not that I know. My name's Maurice Nover.
Right, Maurice Nover. So, do you know Grandma?
I know a few grandmas.
Yeah, the best part is I have no knowledge of what the hell this guy's got with the rest of the case. So I'm not paying attention.
Well, specifically a grandma named Alt Cunningham.
Okay. I'm going to ask for some some
Oh.
skills test here, please.
Is it a shooting test? I'm good at shooting.
No.
Straight
Some
man
sort of
of
social
things.
test, because I'm bad at those.
Yeah.
There's a human perception, which is what I'm assuming it's going to be.
That's what I'm looking for. Human
Yeah.
perception. Yeah.
I can.
I
Oh
don't
no!
care.
Huh?
Other people can back me up on this one
I don't know
because
if
I am
it's
terrible
wrong,
at it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm okay at it.
you better than me.
You did all right.
I rolled really high.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
I rolled.
Oh,
Anyone that got a 10 or better can tell he visibly reacts to the name but covers up very quickly. It's like I'm sorry, that's a matter of some proprietary work I once did. Are you here for Ollivanders or something else?
Oh,
and
we're
you see
here.
that you see that he's looking over at those people, those young men that were that waved you through, and he's kind of catching their eye.
Slow your roll, Maurice. But we're here for multiple reasons. We are here for other vendors because that is us. We are also here for Grandma. She hired us. Surprise!
Oh, he looks shocked at that. Oh, she hired you.
Yes, and you won't believe, or you very much will believe, how she came about to hiring us.
Oh, I very much don't want to know. I signed some very invasive contracts to non-disclosure agreements on that whole unfortunate research.
Were these the kind of contracts which also come with some sort of logic bomb in your head where they will explode if you try to talk about the thing at all?
Oh, they do that? He thinks about it for a minute.
It has been.
And he kind of feels around on the back of his head. He's like, I don't believe so.
Okay, good.
Maurice, do you perhaps need some elective brain surgery?
Absolutely not.
I
I'm.
did come here to pick your brains, but
I'm not really at liberty to talk about that phase in my life. That's some stuff I'd rather forget, along with the whole Arasaka Corporation. Look, I'm glad to speak with you all about Night Market. There's several things that I need for my continued my continuing just delving into new technologies, and I've got so many new ideas, but I need parts. Parts are very hard to come by.
Apparently, so is information that is under an NDA. But maybe we can help each other.
I'm willing to talk. I suppose there are certain things that very low level things I could talk about.
Well, let me try to throw a hypothetical to you. We don't actually care. We don't need to know, right?
That's true.
It is the person that is hiring us that wants the information, and the person that is hiring us, should her identity prove true, is likely covered through a loophole in your NDA that you can talk to her about it.
Well, certainly I can speak to the patient. I mean, if it really is her.
Exactly. We don't need to know anything. She's probably very curious. So how about you come talk to her one-on-one?
So the problem with all of this is that Pinball's doing the talking here. So Pinball needs to make me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it when I do the talking. I'm going to throw in my last 2 points of luck. So that's a 15.
15,
Not
huh?
bad.
Okay.
Not bad. At the very least, we could set something up where you could talk with her on a secure basis or something.
All right. So you have not convinced him that well, one, you can tell, for those of you that made your human perception roll, he doesn't trust you. He doesn't know that any of this is on the up and up, and he's a little scared for his own safety. Did not do well enough to persuade him. Those of you that made the human perception can see this just crossing his face. Like, he's very wary. He's listening, but you haven't sold him on this.
Oh, do not worry. We will not kill you.
Well, now I know you will. That seems like something a murderer would say to you right before they murder you.
Let's not make any promises about not killing him. Don't put that on the table.
Now, see, he sounds like an honest murderer, but a murderer.
Thank you. I have standards.
I do deal with dead bodies a lot, but I do not make them very often.
So let's just shortcut this. I take out the agent. I take out one of my burner phones. I dial up Alt's number.
Did you have the range?
It's a phone. Do they not?
Yeah, citywide. It would work in the city. Mm-hmm.
It might go over IP and must be localized to
it could be, yeah.
Okay. They probably reset up a different cellular network.
Yeah, and that's just it. They use older technologies to do that sort of thing. So yes.
Cool. I'm calling her like it's only year 2000.
Oh my god!
Instead of
you're using a Nokia.
Well, of course, it's my emergency bludgeoning weapon.
Okay. You hear the sound of gunfire and screaming, and explosions in the background. You are well familiar with your cubicle sound system.
Hey, Nancy? Is that Nancy back?
Yeah. It's like I found all of these videos. You've got some really great action flicks here. They were just in the cubicle that I'm sleeping in.
Oh my gosh. That is wonderful. Could you turn that off, because I have a lead for you?
Oh, okay. Silence.
Do you remember a man by the name Maurice?
Yeah, he's one of the technical staff.
Well, I am talking to Maurice right now. Would you like me to hand the phone to him so you can ask him about what happened? Because he can't tell us NDA, but you're a patient, therefore he can talk to you.
Okay. All right, so she is going to roll a persuasion check.
I hand the phone over to him, see if...
I am trying to offer that we set up a more secure one-on-one so they can talk and discuss things.
Ooh.
Use her luck.
She has not.
Oh no.
You see he speaks. It's like and you can hear his side of the conversation. He's like, I don't recognize your voice. Who? He starts asking very specific questions. He's like, oh, okay. Let me get back to you. Hands the phone back. He says, look, the person that you put me on the line with does have some information that only El Tierra would have, but I'm not convinced. What's in this for me, and how can you guarantee my safety? We have to talk in person. I can't do this over a phone.
Tell you what, how about we set up a meet at the night market? Does that make sense? We have to maintain the reputation of the night market for security. Therefore, it is safe. Our reputation depends on it. There is very much things that you are wanting there.
There is. I tell you what, I am more than willing to pay the asking.
Tedra, why am I doing this talking?
That I'm looking for. I will make you a deal. If you can make sure these things are available for me to purchase in the night market. He tears off a piece of paper.
Mhm.
Yes, he's using paper and pen, hands it to you.
What
I would be
paper and
more than happy
pen?
to meet this person at the night market and make my purchases.
Send it to my agent.
I don't like using those things.
He's got an NDA from Arasaka. They will probably assassinate him if he touches the phone.
Oh no!
Oh no, it's too late. He's touched the phone.
You handed him an agent just minutes ago. Oh no!
Titra, I assume you can get the stuff. I can probably help with some of it.
Yeah, I
What it is.
I rolled really badly, so
No. This is
That's
for
why he
getting
was
stuff.
No, this would be
Okay,
you
yeah.
getting a hold of your contacts to make sure that these things would be
Oh.
for sale. So you have time to do it too.
Yeah,
So.
we got plenty of time.
Cool.
It doesn't hurt.
We are going to be targeting a very specific clientele with this upcoming night market.
exactly.
Okay, I would be glad to appear in your. Where's the location of the night market?
Oh, we are under a very strict NDA, and we do not release that information until day of.
As
Okay.
you are aware of with Oliventus Night Market, this is how we
Well, if my neighbor is on your list, he usually tells me when the night market.
I mean,
I
if
can-
you would
Oh, well.
like to provide us with a phone number as well, we will very personally call you up.
I don't use agents.
Is there one of those guys over there standing guard that you particularly trust?
How
I-
did they contact you then?
I trust my neighbor. No, my neighbor tells me he gets the information. He's on the list.
Yeah.
Ollivanders,
all
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's go see which neighbor it is so we make sure he gets the invite.
Hold on. They talked to you and you said you were happy to see us. So they contacted you somehow.
Yeah.
How?
They called you up. I know.
Yeah,
He's
my-
just
my
being
neighbor.
We contacted Oliventus Night Market through the neighbor to make sure to find out.
No,
about
not
it.
Oh,
talking
no.
about when we were
I
coming
understand
here.
the confusion.
Right.
And he says, "Come to the door,
Oh.
please." And he opens
Oh.
his door, and there's an old style landline
Well,
right next to the door. He says, "Yeah,
Can
they
we-
called my neighbor," and then my neighbor picks up the phone and tells me what's going on. I don't like touching agents. I really don't. Do you know how much tracking are on those? Like they can. There's so much they can do, and I don't want to talk about it.
My God, Pindle. Cutting the phone lines in this place would be, a messy job. Because it would just be killing the neighbor. My God. This is oh
What is your plan for when your neighbor dies?
yeah.
I have other neighbors. Why would my neighbor die? I feel like I'm being threatened again.
Oh,
Oh no, that is when we offer you a pineapple pizza. If we do that, be very afraid.
Can we go now?
he's looking very unsure about this whole thing.
I need to get my Elena person more drivies before she gets
I
crazy.
found my perception wrong and I want to go now. That's how uncomfortable this is.
Yeah. What do you want, Jameis?
No, just saying I want to go. Elena saying she wants to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I found my perception wrong on that. Elena's really comfortable. That's how bad the situation is.
Well, look, I will be glad to come to your night market, and if this friend of yours happens to be there, I would be glad to have a conversation. And making sure that those things on my list are at your night market to be bought will ensure that I appear.
Having a quick look over the list, does it look like these are hard to get parts, or is it just
half and half? A lot of it's easy. Some of it would take a little bit of doing, but not impossible.
okay? Cool.
32
No
baud modem? What?
Ooh, no, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, since you are the tech person, if you want to make me a roll to see what like these parts might be used for,
Basic tech, same roll.
yeah, basic tech is
16.
fine.
Yeah, nothing exciting.
Well, portions of it are for creating like you could create a subnet with it. You can create a very large data storage with it. But another thing is there's some medical supplies on here that are for cyberware.
I use my agent to ping Leslie's agent to go, what's the stuff?
What?
Well, my agent is internal to my head, so it doesn't look like I'm actually looking at my agent or anything. But yeah, well, there's also bring Leslie's attention to this stuff, cyber medical stuff. You know about that?
Don't know.
Well, it just looks like Leslie just got some random agent ping on this thing.
Do you want a roll on this for something, Bert? I am assuming that he is trying to recreate what was going on there.
I'm assuming that too, but that doesn't mean
Do you want to roll on that in order
Elena would not jump to that conclusion.
No.
You don't need to roll on it. Since you saw a lot of the equipment was there, yeah, that would fall in line. A much smaller scale. Much smaller scale.
Maybe for himself or a loved one or somebody else. Oh, well. Oh, interesting. We have seen this stuff recently. Or some form of it. Yes.
You say that out loud?
Yes, I am saying this out loud.
He covers his head, says, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it.
I did not say anything.
Backing into the door.
Well, okay.
We did not ask. We are telling.
Yeah, NDA, does no listening as well? Okay. Oh, that is
They are very thorough in Osaka.
Yes. Well, your head hasn't exploded, so there is no logic bomb in there, so we're okay about that.
These are the sorts of contracts you should be making.
All right. Well, I mean, scaring him to death, I guess.
Looking at the medical supplies, are the medical supplies going to be difficult to get?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Well,
they would be expensive, but not difficult.
Well, I mean, we're not paying for them. We're just
making
sure they get there.
We just make sure the supplier knows to supply them. That's all.
Some vendor will have a very good night if this list is fulfilled.
And frankly, so will we, because we get a cut.
We could be the suppliers as well in this instance and get a very good night. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can do this.
We're doing what it's worth or not with the overheads and everything.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, we go. We leave this place for another place.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We've brought enough fear and disaster into this man's life. Let's go spread it somewhere else.
All right. I want you to make me another luck check, Jameis.
Oh, no.
High, always high. Is that what you're going with?
The exact same roll we got last time. We get into another shooting car race.
No, you make it through the car barriers, and just as you're about to get back on the route to head out of here, you see more of those bikes, which seem to be a patrol. They're swinging by the neighborhood, and they do make out your vehicle.
Right.
Okay. And they start coming on you at speed. You're not sure what the intent is. There are three of them.
Have we left yet, or are we still in the street, or?
You just are hitting the highway now. You've gotten past the barrier, so you could go full speed. They don't have guns out, but they are trying to catch up to you.
Well, are we close to the patrol that was sort of eyeing us before? Are we right next to them or not? Is the question more than?
No. You're out. This is well outside of the neighborhood.
Strap on, people. We're going to go for a ride.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and make me that roll for your controlling your car. The motorcycles are definitely faster than you, but go ahead and make me the roll.
Yeah, I'm going to throw in 3 points of luck because, what the hell. Pinball, you're up. So that's 22.
22. Okay. You hit the gas, start weaving through traffic as they start to continue to follow you. That's a really good roll, though. So, despite them being on much faster motorcycles, you're cutting traffic like with a hair's breadth between bumpers. You're doing some very unique maneuvering. So you do actually outdistance them. Unless Pinball wants to take shots, you actually can outdistance them.
I'm very good at what I do.
She's driving so erratically. I cannot try to hold her steady while I shoot. Ah!
Okay. Well, you make it out of the red zone. This whole trip just took a few hours. It didn't take a great deal of time. Still have most of the day ahead of you. What now?
Do you want to just go drive around the glen for a couple of hours?
All right.
I don't wish to be involved in your driveys. Please let me out.
Yeah, what do we want to do now?
He forgot to put the straps on the inside, so you guys are being slapped around the inside of this as he's making these sharp.
You got to put the
move.
straps on.
I mean, the sooner we get all this stuff together, the sooner. I mean, it has to be at the night market, doesn't it? Which is
Yeah, it's at the night market.
okay. Well, I mean, if we can just
Well,
assure we get this stuff ready for the night market, then that would be a good step forward. Make it show.
I mean, I assume the night market's like 2 or 3 weeks away. It's not like it's tomorrow.
No, I know, but we could show. Hey, look, we've done all the things we can do, so you can talk to this person. We're not wasting your money, honest.
Yeah, well, that sort of thing is not going to take place right now. Do we have an immediate thing, or are we just going to basically cut to general stuff happening? Cut to
I
general
don't think
stuff
we have
happening.
anything immediate. Yeah.
So you Tetra needs to see which of your contacts will have this merchandise and to see if they will sell it to you or are one of the vendors that are in your list to begin with.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could see them being in one of our lists.
Yep. So this is going to be let's see. I think this just falls under your specialty. Let me look this up.
I think Leslie has a great idea about being a reseller for it, but yeah, Elena doesn't care. So
Fixer,
she's going to ignore that. Yeah, this will just be under a specialty. Just to contracts.
Let me see.
Yeah, it is for your contacts. What is your level of your contacts right now?
Oh gosh. Okay, let me find it. I have.
Remember, if you've happened to have spent your points getting an extra 2 levels of your level.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find it. What would that be under?
It's just a roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
Your
my
roll.
roll. Okay.
Roll is.
It's 6 then.
Oh, it is a 6.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
You did
Yeah, because after last time that came up, and I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Okay. So make me a roll on that just to see if this is going to entail you having to do favors for anyone or do something in return, or someone would just be happy to do this for you.
This is what she does. She's very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow. No. So someone on the list, someone on Ollivander's list actually has this equipment that's on here. It's between 2 different vendors that you have to go through. One is more on the medical side. One has got more of the cyber covered. But yeah, they will be happy to unload these things at the night market that's coming up. It costs you nothing. You just reach out to the contacts that are on the phone, and there you go. So that's covered.
That's the best part. Costs nothing. Okay.
Second thing, Jameis, the AI has finished crunching out the encryption. It is a very large program, large enough that this would need a substantial computer system to run on within a large amount of storage.
I really
But
need my own base HQ. I really do.
yep.
Even there, you know.
So, but the AI can give you the rundown as to what it does. It is a very complicated algorithm, but what it does is quite simple. Being able to take a human's psyche or brain and digitize it and put it into a database is known. Like this technology is known, although it's not. Yeah, although it's not well known. It's not well known in the public. So the extraction thing is known. However, putting that back into a human body was not known. Like that's not something that's in the popular zeitgeist at all. Doing the reverse, being able to put essentially an AI personality, which is what happens when you extract the human into the system, back into a human. That's some high-tech stuff right there. But here, this is the program that would do it if you had the machinery that could run on.
Sort of machinery that Maurice was trying to obtain?
Well, we know that it's similar to the stuff.
It's similar, but unless he has unless he's got access to a very large computer base, he couldn't run this program on what he has, not what's on the list. But he could be trying to refine the program.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's really neat. Mm-hmm. I guess I can't remember what it is, why we wanted it, so I'll let the others know. Hey, this program exists now.
There is one caveat that your AI comes up with that it found, and this would be something your hacker would normally do, but since your hacker doesn't really hack, I'm having the AI do it. It's not perfect. As a matter of fact, you can't get the entirety of the personality into a meat body. It's like think about like running a compression routine that's lossy.
Okay.
So you can get the base personality, but it's not complete. And looking at it, it's like, and you can't take everything. So it's like taking a snapshot of like how a person might be on like a day to day, but not like what they're really like deep down.
Is that coming in or going out?
Putting that into the meat body.
Right.
So they can't get a complete. They can't put a complete artificial intelligence into a meat body. You can only take like a lossy, compressed version of it, and you have to like decide what you're leaving out and what you're putting in.
Right, but does that? Okay, yeah, no, fine.
The first thing I want to do is copy this program and store it away somewhere secure that is somewhere away from us and secure.
Okay.
Anyone have good ideas about that sort of thing?
I'm sorry. I have been handing out genius ideas all night long.
And the program, by the way, is it's in a compressed. Like you can't run it without a computer with enough storage to hold it.
Yeah.
So right now, that's one of the reasons the AI took so long to decipher the whole thing, because it had to uncompress it pieces at a time because it doesn't have enough storage to deal with the whole thing either.
Yeah. So I want to get a copy of that somewhere else, partly also to free up the AI from having to store it, but also have a copy of it stored somewhere that is not near us in case something happens. Who has good contacts with security that they should trust?
What is this contact you talk
of course. About? I don't know about the trust part, but yeah.
So your character class gets a number of contacts. Did you fill them all in, or do you have any open slots left?
No, I haven't. I know I had the wasn't Ollivander one of my contacts?
Ollivander was one of your contacts.
Ollivander's dead. You got that slot open again.
Yes, that's. And then I think I had someone at the university. I didn't fill them all in though.
The other thing you do is what So what they do, I send it to basically end up in the dead letters office of the post office. So it just stays there until we come to pick it up. That's the other option.
See who you can reach out.
I think I saw that in a couple of TV programs once. Yeah. I'm sure no one else knows about it. Yeah.
And you've got it at 6. Your roll is at 6 right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, Leslie, could you hide in the body?
Could I hide it in a body?
Yeah, we'll take a copy of it, put it onto like storage media, and then you put that in the body.
Oh, put it in. I see.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but I think my name would be attached to it.
I'm just reading. I would ask our security consultant, but he's decided he's not going to tell us anything.
I mean, if you will insist on not giving up your teeth so that he can answer questions for us. I mean, yeah.
So that's an option as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so would your character have somebody they trust? No, you have people you could pay to hold on to some unspecified data.
Yeah, means if someone else paid them more.
Yeah. Guess trust being the main issue there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure someone could easily pay them more. Okay. I mean, I guess we could still try unless somebody else has a better idea.
Give it a go. Worst case, it gets out there. It was not so much I'm trying to stop it leaking out. I just want to make sure we have an accessible copy that's not on us, that we can still
Okay.
get a hold of. And yeah.
I mean, so long as I do not know that you have given it to your friend, then sorry, your contact.
Yeah.
Then it
I mean,
doesn't matter.
no plan is perfect. I mean, if someone's monitoring us 24/7, they just watch us and don't stop over. Hey!
Who on earth would be watching us at any point?
Yeah, seriously.
Never happens, right?
Yeah.
We all
Okay.
spike the camera and look at the
Oh, you
screen.
can give a copy to Sherlock Holmes and just see what he does with it.
Oh my god.
You could also split up the data so that like you've got multiple pieces of it and just spread it around, and none of it's any good without all the other pieces.
And then you have to go on this long quest change, and it'll take a couple of episodes to get each piece.
Yeah, up to you. I mean, those are some options. Tetra definitely could find somebody that could store data for her for a price or a favor.
I mean, that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds a lot more doable.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not saying we have to be ultra paranoid. I just want to have a copy that we can access that's not on us is what it comes down to, whether we want to do that.
Mm-hmm. So Tetra, why don't you go ahead and make me that roll? It's your, again, on your roll ability.
It's an 18.
All right, and this is kind of a versus. Give me just a second here.
Oh. No, they might have thrown some luck points into it.
Okay. Yeah, actually, you do have a contact that is in the market of holding and selling information. So if a seller has a bit of information that they want to get out there, but they are worried that they might be just exterminated and the information taken from them, this is an information broker that will hold it, kind of like an escrow, right? So the guy will go to the contact and it's like, okay, we're going to make this sell. You give me the cash. Here's a number that you can get the data from. So this guy's a data broker. He will be glad to hold your data for you. How long? And what are the conditions of it being released?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
I don't
That's very helpful. That's very helpful, I know.
I mean, we could say just until the end of our contract with Grandma, which is X weeks away, and then we'll say, "Hey, we'll pick it up then, and then or maybe extend the thing if we need it."
That would make the most sense, I think.
Yeah.
are
Okay.
the easiest.
Well, here's how he offers it to you. Since this is his trade as in data, is we can put a kill date. If it's just you that's acquiring it, you're not handing it off to a person that's buying it from you. It'll cost you 100 a day for however many days you want me to hold on to the data. If at the end of that contract you have not claimed it, I will destroy the data.
Mhm.
Are we
Okay.
okay with that?
I'm okay with that. Are we all okay with that?
I mean,
we
I
need to
don't
actually
even
sit
know
down.
why you are doing this, but
Yep.
okay.
And the third option is if you're intending to sell the data and he's the broker, 15% of the sell is his fee.
Okay.
Yep.
We
So
can do
you've
that.
got until whatever end date you specify. If you don't contact him back to retrieve it, it will be destroyed.
Okay.
Excellent.
This guy has a pretty good name on the street for not taking data and selling it to other people if it's outside of the contract. He's got a good name for it. So as far as that goes, you can trust
That's
that
it.
he will keep his name clean for business.
So I just want to bring up
Yeah.
one potential wrinkle we want to throw into that. I'll just quickly discuss it. Rather than in-date kill it, in-date release it.
Oh, just release it.
As an option.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah,
release it
he can
because
do that
we
too.
haven't decided what to
Yeah.
do. So just let it go and get it out there and let people deal with it as they will.
He deals a lot with blackmail in that route, where
Yeah.
if
I'm just
the
thinking
deal
that might
hasn't
be-
been made by a certain time, it all goes
Because
public.
that way, if there's nothing we want to do with it or we don't know what the hell's going on, just let it out there and just say, sod it. I don't care when it gets out there and just people deal with it and does whatever it does. I think that's better than just killing it because I think it's a useful thing to have out there. I just want to give us some breathing room to think about if there's anything else in particular we need to worry about it before we release it. In particular, and if we forget about it, it gets out. No loss.
It's your option. So complete
Yeah.
the contract. Do you want it destroyed or do you want it released? If you don't claim it in the time span.
What do others say?
Released?
Yeah, Leslie?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not horrible. It's not what we really care about, is it? So yeah,
Okay.
bring it out there wouldn't be bad.
All right. You make the deal. It's time. So next time we pick up, we will just cut to the night market. You guys want to discuss any, like just in the boards, what you might want to set up for security. There is a game that will be providing some base level security, but if you want to do anything outside of that, like Jameis, you warned your crew that there might be helicopters involved and potential EMP devices involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if Crumble wants to help arrange for security or not for the night market because it says it's your reputation as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we'll end it there. Richard, what do you got going on?
I am Richard, and I play video games badly here on Twitch, and you can watch me doing that. Here, as I said, on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited
time
offer.
No
No
vowels.
vowels.
Yeah.
Close.
Awesome.
Jameis, tell us all about your blog.
I have a blog. If you were in there yesterday, I did a new post there this morning. So, hey, that's always fun. And as ever, I'll promote it because Bert never remembers to. He's got a Kickstarter happening, and they've actually made their goal. And if the damn page wants to come up, I'll even flick it to it. There we go.
Yeah, we got a little bit less than 2 weeks to go. We've already made the first goal. We're most of the way to the stretch goal, and we have got 2 total stretch goals. So all good stuff. Check it out if you are into Weird Frontiers, the DCC system. It is ongoing now. There's the link. Steven, you got anything you want to throw out there?
I'm tired.
You're tired. You'll be hurting and tired come tomorrow.
All right. Yep, that's it for me. I have brought my A game despite many setbacks and tribulations today. Take that, mystery international guys hunting for me.
Kim, you got anything?
No, not right now.
Yeah. Well, let's get out of here, guys. Say goodbye to everybody. Thanks to those of you that hung around and watched the shenanigans for the night. We pushed forward the plot somewhat.
Mm.
somewhat. We at least know where we're starting next session.
We didn't
So there
intend
we
to.
go.
We accidentally did. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
night market's
guys.
always fun.
Have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.